Heyo, your friendly neighborhood quarter guy here, and apparently this is what I look like with a beard. And it is itchy as hell. I mean, I understand that Movember is supposed to raise awareness for men's prostate cancer or whatnot, but as someone who's used to being clean-shaven, it's hard for me to understand how people stand having beards like this. I guess it's something I just don't get. Anyways, back on November 7th, I participated in the 2015 Extra Life charity campaign to raise money for Children's Miracle Network hospitals, and all things considered, it was a huge success. I managed to raise over $1,500 over the 24-hour period. That being said, it was difficult staying up for that long. But thanks to this experience, I'd like to offer up some advice in case you ever intend to run a gaming marathon for charity or for whatever cause you hope to do it for. Probably the most important thing is to have anything on hand to stay energized. So it's like drinks with caffeine or B vitamins or plenty of snacks to have on, like peanuts or pumpkin seeds or something that'll keep you awake and alert. Because nobody wants to see someone on camera who looks like they're about to fall apart. Yeah. Another thing to keep in mind, make sure you have meals prepared ahead of time in case you have to break for a meal. I remember this the hard way from the Chipotle incident during the Replanting the Trees Apprentice stream. Yeah, no one wants to make that mistake. Otherwise, no one will never let it go. I swear. I just want to move on from that. Another thing to keep in mind, don't be afraid to have a Skype call off or have friends over, because it can be tough if you're lonely, and it might get to you if you're on a stream and you're by yourself and you've been on that stream for who knows how long, and you're probably wearing thin on patience. Yeah. And probably the best advice I can give for a gaming marathon stream, play games that won't stress you out too much. This is why I did not go after Paracel Cia when I was playing Arcana Heart 3 Love Max during the stream, during the Extra Life campaign. It would have driven me insane, and I don't think that would have been becoming of me when I'm doing this for children, to raise money for children of all things. Yeah. Most importantly, I know that these streams are for a good cause, but it's also important to have fun with them. So that's probably the advice that I want to give today for gaming marathons for charity. Speaking of charity, I'm going to be opening up donations on my Twitch account for various causes. Well, right now the cause for me is raising money for the French Red Cross in the wake of the terrorist attacks by, well, I refuse to call them ISIS or anything like that, because that would legitimize them. So I'm just going to call them the radical whack jobs. So in the wake of the terrorist attacks by the maniacal whack jobs, I am going to be raising money for the French Red Cross for whatever streams I have between now and the end of December. The first of which will be this Sunday, starting at noon Arizona time. That would be 2 o'clock Eastern Time, 11 Pacific, on my Twitch channel. The link to which is in the description below. Please look at the description. And the game I'm going to be playing is Choice Chamber. It is a crowd-generated game that utilizes Twitch chats to set up rooms based on the results of votes. So basically, my gaming experience is going to be largely in your hands. In other words, I am completely screwed. But anyways, if you want to help me raise money for the victims of the terror attacks, if you want to have some fun with me, I'll be streaming tomorrow. Again, it is at noon Arizona time, which is 11 Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. So if you want to have fun and maybe chip in some money to help the victims of the terror attacks, that'd be most appreciated. Now, for my question of the week, I'd like to know, What is the longest gaming marathon you've ever endured? As always, leave your answers in the comments below. I'll pick my favorites and feature them on next week's episode. Here are last week's winners. And with that, time for the fourth wall mailbag. Remember, if you want to send me a question, do it through YouTube messaging. Go to my page, click the About tab, click Send Message, and I'll pick my favorites and answer them on next week's episode. First question today comes from Ben Martin, who asks, does like Super Sentai or Kamen Rider? The grammar on that question's worthy of YGS. Anyways, I don't really pay attention to either of them that much these days. Though when I was younger, like elementary and middle school, I used to watch Power Rangers. It was just mindless entertainment, I guess, for someone like me at the time. Truth be told, the last one I really watched was Zeo. Never really paid much attention to them after that. I hear from what I heard, they kind of started to suck at... I don't know if it was Lost Galaxy or whatever, but, what are you gonna do? Next question comes from Metal Sonic, who asks, out of all the Mega Man games ever made, including fan games, which is your favorite? I would have to say Mega Man 9. In fact, right now I'd have to say Mega Man 9 is my favorite video game of all time. I mean, you would not believe how excited I was when I first learned that Mega Man 9 was coming out and that it was returning to the 8-bit style. It was like a nostalgia rush to the highest level. Something that no enemy stand could ever replicate. Because, I've been a huge fan of Mega Man all my life. Ever since I played my first Mega Man game, which was Mega Man 2. And when I first learned of the existence of Mega Man 9, I was hyping out like you would not believe. And when I actually played it, it was like a love letter to my nostalgic childhood. Oh, so much nostalgia. And probably had the best lineup of Robot Masters and the best lineup of weapons in the entire series. So basically, yeah, Mega Man 9 is my favorite Mega Man game ever, and probably my favorite game of all time. Next question comes from STDS171993, who asks, are you planning on doing a month of JoJo, or at least a countdown about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? Well, after Castlevania month, I currently have no plans to do a month of countdowns like ever again. But as far as a JoJo countdown goes, I'm not sure about that because, well, copyright for one thing is a lot more stringent on stuff like anime and manga. But I might do a countdown on the finishers in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle. Probably, okay. If Eyes of Heaven gets a North American release, I'll probably time my finishers list to something close to that. Speaking of which, I still feel like I need to remake Top 10 Astral Heats. Final question comes from Matthew Stripmatter, who asks, what are your thoughts on those commercials with Mike Ditka in a Packers sweater vest? It's not normal!